Democrats are paying a terrible price for jumping into bed with Black Lives Matter extremists. It's little more than a month since the once and future U.S. President, Donald Trump, defied all odds and trounced the Democratic Party. American voters, outraged by woke cultural policies, delivered the Republicans the presidency, voted out the Democratic majority in the Senate, and confirmed the Republican hold on the House of Representatives. Democrats lost ground in almost every jurisdiction and demographic category. One might expect forlorn Democrats to be reflecting carefully on their loss and rationally assessing the reasons for it. In Manhattan, however, nothing could be further from the case. Their failed criminal justice policies went on trial alongside Daniel Penny, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who in May 2023 restrained Jordan Neely, a violent repeat offender who was on drugs, and according to witnesses, made passengers on the New York City subway fear for their lives. The confrontation resulted in Neely's death, for which Penny was criminally charged with manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. Last week, the first charge was dismissed. On Monday, a Manhattan jury acquitted Penny of the second charge. Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan County District Attorney whose office brought the charges against Penny, last year downgraded more than half of felony offenses in his jurisdiction to misdemeanors. He also elevated misdemeanor business record-keeping charges against Donald Trump to felonies on the basis of a dubious legal theory. That case is now practically moribund. Penny's prosecution went forward, it is widely believed, because he is white and Neely was black. The Manhattan jury was drawn from a local population that votes more than 80% Democratic. Its decision to find Penny innocent shows, therefore, that Americans of all stripes will not stand for hypocrisy and double standards anymore. What should have been a powerful message with clear political implications, however, was lost on Black Lives Matter, one of the Democrats' main constituencies, which grew in prominence after the death in 2020 of George Floyd. Walter Hawk Newsom, a co-founder of Black Lives Matter of Greater New York, declared angrily outside the courthouse, "We need some black vigilance. People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?" To the American progressive left, so-called systemic racism is so pervasive that apparently nothing Neely did could justify resistance from a threatened citizen, either in his own defense or in the defense of fellow subway passengers. Instead, under DI-inflected theories of social justice, touted by parts of the Democratic Party, so-called restorative justice, demanded that Penny be singled out for prosecution based on his race and gender. This approach, rooted in critical race theory, has been a losing proposition at the ballot box. Even solidly Democratic constituencies are starting to wake up from the nightmare that the party has inflicted on many American cities. According to the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund, since June 2022, some 21 prosecuting attorneys identified with the restorative justice movement have been forced from office and replaced by prosecutors with records suggesting they are tough on crime. Some of the departed officials signed an August 2021 letter to President Biden, arguing that tough-on-crime practices have not created safety and have been an anathema to justice, and should therefore be abandoned on a national level. As they have learned in their failed re-election campaigns, their ideas have caused an enormous amount of needless suffering and are woefully unpopular. As Daniel Penny walks free and BLM bellows with indignation, Democrats concerned for the future of their defeated party should take notice.